Hello, this is Sebastian from socialanxietysolutions.com, former social anxiety disorder sufferer and a social confidence coach. And I shoot these videos and I tell things about social anxiety and the journey of change and transformation. And I have a podcast as well, Social Anxiety Solutions, and I do a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about something a bit more personal. Why? Because I'm right in the middle of it. So I thought it would be a good time for it. So while social anxiety is not a problem anymore in my life, that doesn't mean that I don't have any problems anymore in my life, unfortunately. So problems kind of, they're part of life, and like how you deal with them and your mindset around them makes all the difference in terms of your life quality. And so right now I'm dealing with something crappy, it's right now I feel quite sad and a bit disappointed, and it's not really good. But hey, it's all right. It's okay to feel these feelings, allow myself to feel them, and have a bit of a moany day or a cry where if it comes out. Let me see. All right, so I've got this crappy situation, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm dealing with it. So, first of all, I wrote everything down on paper. So there was a lot going on. So I just did a massive brain dump, So I sat down behind my laptop and I just wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And I wrote to my mentor, if you don't have a mentor, you can just write and write and write to get all of the crap out of your head on a piece of paper. That in and of itself already kind of helps you get some distance from it. Then after that, I wrote a few things down to keep perspective. We'll see if I actually. So I have a journal, and I write in that every single day. I write gratitude lists in there. I write things that are going well in my life. I write goals in there. I write in there why I will achieve these goals, and it's kind of I do that always before going to bed. That's at least when I do it, but I also do it when I go to the coffee shop and sit down. I think about new things that I want to do in my life, or goals that I want to accomplish, or where I want to move, or where I'm going to dance salsa or whatever. Just like daydreaming and putting things to paper, because there's lots of value in actually putting things to paper. So what I wrote down yesterday in the middle of the crappy situation is just some things that are true for me, that are quite general statements. So I wrote down everything is happening for me. There's this idea is like life is against me, or like, things are not working out for me. But there's another perspective. It's kind of like a spiritual perspective that is like, hey, anything that's happening is making me stronger, is preparing me for the next stage, for the evolution of your spirit, if you will. And so I wrote down everything is happening for me, okay? And next thing I wrote down is like, this will evolve me. The other thing that I wrote down is like, I don't feel guilty this time, because in the past I've felt guilty in similar situations. So that's a win. Yes. Sorry, yeah, so I'm in the taxi on my way to the airport, flying back to Bali from Bangkok. Anyway, next thing I wrote down was David will help me. So Dr. David Lake, my mentor. Next thing I wrote down, clarity will eventually be there. Next thing I wrote down, I don't have to make any decisions right now. Next thing I wrote down, tomorrow I'm back in Bali dancing salsa. And just those general statements kind of help me, feel a bit better. I'm like, okay, well, I've got some perspective here. This is good. Then I send off that email to my mentor and booked a session. And so tomorrow I'm meeting with my mentor, and this will be discussed. Now I'm in the taxi right now, sitting to the airport. My best English. Anyway, and I just did a bit of tapping on the feelings that I had, and the stronger, excessive feelings have reduced a bit. Still don't feel super great, but at least I feel a bit better. You know, I have a bit more perspective. I've written things down, and so now I'm allowing myself to feel my feelings, and you know, whatever I can't address myself right now, that's what I'll deal with my mentor. And yeah, that's it. So that's quite a little raw, brief video without going too much into what the actual situation is. Just to give you an idea of like, okay, so how I deal with these kinds of things. And as you can see, sometimes you can't immediately get full resolution on a particular issue, because this is like a recurring issue in my life that I'm chipping away at. Just like I've chipped away at my social anxiety until it was no longer there, I'm chipping away at this issue until it's no longer there, and until I have the outcome that I'm looking for, because it's a matter of step by step by step by step by step. And sometimes, you have an issue and it shifts in a 15 minutes, and sometimes an issue it shifts in 3 weeks, and sometimes you have an issue like this one and it takes years. And it can be quite crappy, but it's all right. It's part of the journey. It's part of life, and so there you go. So hope it's been helpful. I'm arriving at Don Juan International Airport, so I'm gonna get a coffee and watch some funny videos on YouTube, get myself into a bit of a playful mood, because from a playful mood everything kind of looks better. Life isn't all that serious. There's nothing too serious going on here, and so thanks for watching this. My next video will be a lot less depressing, I'm sure. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being on the path as well. Doing a good thing. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.